Hey, welcome back to Sweet Hot Rods and Honey. Daryl here. Well, we got the 57 into the garage, safe and sound, and I was kind of surprised that it was that easy. I wasn't quite sure the condition of the transmission, and also to see if the engine was going to work to get in here, but it made it, no problem. So today, I think I'm not really sure where to start, but I think there's so much body work to be done. I'm going to get over here and take the hood off. Well, actually, not just take the hood off, but sand it down, get it prepped for to get some this black epoxy primer on it. So I'm going to sand that and take the hood off, and then probably very soon, and maybe it'll be in this episode, I'm going to be pulling the engine. So that's the game plan for this episode. I'll probably be doing some more, maybe remove these windows. I've got 3 windows on the sides. The driver's window is not installed, but these windows are fine. The problem is the channels are all messed up. So we've got the felts down on the doors, on the outside door side, and they look okay. But they're going to have to come off because that all has to be sanded and primed, painted. This back window is messed up. So I don't know why they're so, I don't know, kinked up, but I'm going to be buying new channel, and I'm going to be heading up to Carlisle Spring Car Show on Thursday, and I'll pick up some new channel. So I measured to see what I needed, and in the back windows, it's right around, well, if I guesstimated, I didn't really measure the existing channel, but I think it's somewhere between 6 and 7 feet from, all the way around these 3 sides. The front windows, I measured, and I don't recall, well, I thought it was going to be about 6 feet, but we really start from here and then down to the bottom of where the window retracts. So that's probably maybe 5 feet, thereabouts. So, yeah, this morning I took off some more of these, the mounting brackets for some of the trim. It was so rusted on there bad, but I got some of the majority off without damaging or having to make these holes any bigger. Where I did have problems was up here above the rear quarter window. These screws were stripped and they're rusted in there, so I'll ground them down. I'll have to re-tap them and put the new trim brackets on when the time comes, but that's way in the future. All right, so let's get sanding this hood, and I'll have to get the wife to help me take it off, get it out of the way so that we can get to this engine. Just as a thought, what I'm going to do is, after the engine's out, I'm going to be lowering the front and the rear. So what I'm going to plan to do is, these are brand new springs. I'm probably going to cut out one one rotation or one loop, and we'll see how low we can go. But this thing sits kind of high. And in the back, I'm going to be putting in some lowering blocks, and I think the blocks that I got are 3-inch, so we're going to be dropping this thing down pretty low. We have speed bumps out in our neighborhood, so I just want to make sure that I can get over the speed bump without bottoming out on the bottom of the car. So, okay, let's get sanding and make a mess. Oh, we got the surface rust mainly off. The hood, wiped it down. Now I'm going to use this OSPO, and this is stops rust, prepares rusted surfaces for painting. And it's basically phosphoric acid diluted, and I've used it on some other parts and it seems to work well. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the top side of the hood, and then we'll pull it off and then start disassembling the radiator and things in order to get the engine out. So there's a lot of work here. And we just brush it on. Got the doors open for ventilation. And basically we'll just cover the whole thing on the top side. I'll have to work on the bottom side of the hood after I get it off and get it onto a stand. Now it's time to get the hood off. I'm gonna have to get my wife, but in the meantime, I'm gonna loosen it up and get it ready to pull off. All right, I got my helper. All right, now, why don't you hold this now? Well, this is wet, so got stuff on it. These are sharp edges. It's going to be heavier than this front part. Lift. All right. That's done. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Appreciate it. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna get these hinges off, and then we'll start getting the engine prepped to remove. I haven't gotten to pull the engine yet, but I'm starting to take things apart on it. And what I did was get the exhaust pipes off. I also got the windows out, except the very back window. And the channel to those windows was just all kinked up. So it was just in bad shape. So that's all pulled out, and I'm going to buy new and reinstall it the right way. I also took off the hood and treated that. I treated the hinges for the hood, so they're drying. And once they dry, the rust should be neutralized, and I'll be repainting them. I pulled the exhaust off, and I had a couple cherry bombs for the exhaust. I'm kind of curious what it's going to sound like without mufflers on it. And I guess that's about it. So let's see what this thing sounds like. I'll hook up the battery again. I'm hoping that the carburetor has enough fuel in it that it'll kick over. I think I have a key in the ignition. Yep. All right, let's see what else sounds like. For some reason, this carburetor either drains out leaks the fuel out of the bowls or evaporates. I'm not quite sure. I'm more of a Holly fan myself, and I never really liked these carburetors. All right, now should start right up. Yeah, sounds like a small block Chevy without any mufflers. All right, I'm going to continue taking this thing apart. First will be the radiator, drain it. I haven't changed the oil or drained the oil, but I'm going to do that too. And I'll drop off the drive shaft since that's pretty easy to do. And the universal joint seemed okay, but there's a lot of a lot of oil coming out of the pinion seal. I was going to rebuild it anyway, but I just thought I'd show you. Under here, I don't know if this camera's upside down or not, but anyway, they replaced floor pans. But here's some of the old stuff. There's new stuff that never really sealed anything. When they put them in, it was a pretty shoddy job. Over here, they left a lot of the old floor pan in, so that's going to get cut out and sealed up with a sealer. So, but I'm glad there's new floor pans in. And they put them in the back seat floor, the front seat floor. I guess this is where the back seat goes, and that's and this sheet metal is in decent shape. The tunnel is okay. There again, they didn't seal a damn thing, so that's gonna get trimmed out and seam sealed. But all this underneath is gonna be cleaned up, redone. I wish I could get a sandblaster, and actually I wish I had a rotisserie to put this on rotisserie, and then I could get everything sandblasted on the bottom, but unfortunately can't do that on this project because I sold my rotisserie. Oh, yep. No mufflers. Okay. All right, we'll continue on with working to get the engine out. Well, good morning. Well, actually it's afternoon. It's the next day, and I ran out of time and energy yesterday, so I thought I'd continue. This morning I was actually doing some yard work with my wife, putting in some more flowers out there in our garden, and taking care of a tree that it blew down over the winter time. So I was busy with that. Anyway, we're back at the 57 Wagon, and I just wanted to share with you information from the trim tag that I looked at and decoded. This car was manufactured in Flint, Michigan, and it is a V8 engine, so I guess that had a 283 in it. The trim tag also indicated that it is a 210 and a 1957. But I think what I'm going to do is put a couple features on that were on the Bel Air. So the one thing was back here at the quarter panel, the aluminum insert. I think that was a Bel Air specific thing. The other thing is, well, on this car, it did have the Chevrolet logo on the body. I don't know if that came from the factory or what, but we're gonna put an aluminum insert in there. The other thing was that was on this car was this top trim piece at the tail fin. It came up to a certain point, and I think the Bel Air actually comes up even further forward. So that was a longer trim piece from my understanding. On the tailgate, mine was, I think it was, getting caught on the car. I don't think it's the original one because it was kind of hacked up and no color even close to what's on here now. And I think for the Bel Air, it had a V for V8 and also the Chevrolet Insignia. This color that was stock on, or that came on this car, was it's like a pinkish bronze or brown, and it is Canyon, what is it called? Canyon something. Can't remember exactly. I'll show you the decoded information from the trim tag. So that was that. The color on the roof was India Ivory. The bottom was that darker Canyon something. The hood, as far as the V on the front, the insignia on the front, had a V for V8, and also the Chevrolet logo going across. But this car did not have any extra accessories that were add-ons, so that line is blank. So I guess that's about it. So that's all I just want to share with you. We're gonna press on and start to drain fluids, and maybe we'll get this engine out of here after all. I hope I have enough containers. I have to put this antifreeze in. Everything was loose. I didn't loosen it up, but a lot of things are just not tight on this thing. All right, while it's draining, I'm gonna drain oil. And I found this in the back of the car when I picked it up. I don't know if I'll put them anywhere on the car, but possibly. All right, let's see. Got everything disconnected. Wiring, transmission to drive shaft disconnected. I loosened up the engine mounts and the transmission. Well, actually it's just two sets of engine mounts. One in the very front and one right at the back end of the block. And then the transmission is hanging out there free. So we've got that disconnected. All the wiring in the dash has been pulled out. So that's all gonna get redone. Just a little bit tight on space. I'm gonna have to open up that door and roll the car back a little bit more. But we're ready to pull this baby out. Well, it's almost out. I gotta let the transmission fluid drain out into the pan. Luckily I had a piece of cardboard down underneath there, so I don't know, half a quart spilled out or so. Problem is I don't have an exact spot to put the engine transmission, so I might run up to Harbor Freight and get a little dolly and set it on there so I can wheel it around and, you know, put it in the garage someplace, just out of the way. So I guess that's about it. I think I'm gonna wrap up this video. I just wanted to show you the progress that I made. It's a lot of work. Windshield, I'm gonna order another windshield, and Auto City Classics has these windshields, and so I'm gonna order one of those. Take out this old one just because it's got some deep gouges here on the driver's side and also the same on the passenger side. So I'll get that straightened out. Again, this engine and transmission is for sale. It's almost turnkey, pretty much turnkey. It's got a Hurst shifter and Hurst shifter linkage, alternator working, an HEI distributor, manifolds, throw in the radiator, and what else? The carburetor is basically brand new. So yeah, please let me know if you're interested. I understand LS engines are the thing to go to nowadays, but there are still some guys that like small block Chevy. I still like them. I just don't have the project that I want to use it on. So it's for sale. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're interested. It really helps me out. After this, we're gonna start body work and get the engine bay cleaned up, frame cleaned up, but I don't think I'm gonna take the body off of the frame. So anyway, that's what's coming up. All right, thanks again, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.